CSBK TV, once more from Mosport. You okay?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine.
That's not his ear.
I didn't think the sound was plugged in, sorry.
No, it is. Okay, go ahead.
CSBK TV is what you're watching right now, and you're watching us from Mosport International Raceway. We are at the final 2 races of the season here, a doubleheader weekend at Mosport for the Canadian National Superbike Championships by Parts Canada. I'm joined at this point in time by Colin Fraser, our race director. And Colin, one of my duties, one of my mandates in this interview is to find out what do you do behind the scenes?
Well, I do a little bit of everything. I guess overall my job is to make sure everything happens, right? So that we're organized, that we're ready, that all the pieces are in play, that we're keeping track behind the scenes, the track's prepared, the schedule runs, whether it's the television or the dyno or the signage or just that all those things happen. I try not to have to do any of it myself, but I sit back in my throne and just make sure someone's doing it.
I was going to suggest that you have to be, when you have so many hats to fill, you have to be a good delegator.
Or just have a very large head.
And to have good staff.
And we do. We have a terrific staff, and it's on a good day it's a lot of fun, and on a bad day you earn your money.
A lot of people figured that you might roll up here at 10 o'clock in the morning and out of here by 5. That's not the case. You have very long days at the racetrack.
No, I try and come later than 10 and leave earlier than 5. But yeah, it's a long day at the track. There's all the stuff before the riders meeting. Then all the classes are our responsibility at a national. They are all part of the series. And then, of course, sometimes there's issues afterwards. And, for instance, tonight we've got to meet to plan all the things in the podium because we're going to start giving out #1 plates and special trophies and awards. And, this is really the gravy race, right? We have a doubleheader at Mosport and we crown all our champions. So It's a big, big weekend.
Indeed. And, of course, in addition to all that and making sure that the wheels turn in the Parts Canada Superbike Series, you're also taking the responsibility of being the director for RD6 and the Motorcycle Mania TV show.
Right. I'm one of the people who's involved in organizing that, and we're in 3D this year on RD6. It's a new deal, so it's going to be part of Parts Canada Motorcycle Mania on RD6, and that will be Pirelli Pro Sport Bike, Harley Davidson XR 1200 Cup, the Parts Canada Superbike feature, and the 1 hour per episode BMW Ultimate Superbike, which is the documentary. It's the 2nd year of that series. So that package of 2.5 hours of television will appear on RD6 starting in November, and that will be Parts Canada Motorcycle Mania, and that will replay often and in 3D. So if you're fortunate enough to have access to 3D, that'll be kind of a groundbreaking thing we're doing this year.
Some folks might lament the fact that we've been hit, as every sport has been hit, by the economy, but when we see the things that are happening behind the scenes with RD6 television, our CSBK television series as well, things are almost on a rebuilding trend, and I think we're on the right track. The riders are getting more benefit from this series than ever before.
Well, I think there's 2 things. You have to go away and figure out how to do better, cheaper if you can, and you have to try and generate excitement. Anytime the series is running, whether it's a strong year or a weak year, a rebuilding year, a weak economy, you're trying to come up with new ideas, new things, attract attention. We're competing against all these other activities that you might want to do or watch on the web or whatnot. So yeah, you want to do new things and hopefully have some fun too. That change is hopefully exciting and changes for the better. And I think on the balance, this year has gone really well, and we've had a lot of new ideas both on track and in terms of the production of the series that I think have worked pretty well.
Great stuff. Well, Colin, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I know your workload is pretty heavy on days such as this. This is official qualifying day here at Mosport.
Not as much fun as when we're in the studio putting the voice on the RD6 shows.
And I appreciate that opportunity too. You'll hear both Colin and I doing the voiceovers for the RD6 Motorcycle Mania coverage of the Parts Canada Superbike Series. So Colin, I'll let you get back to your other numerous duties. And again, thank you.
Looking forward to Super Bowl, see if Jordan can make it 3 in a row.
And looking forward to seeing ourselves on CSBK TV, and of course waiting for that 3D footage that we'll see.
It's not the SCTV 3D, this is actually the real 3D.
The real 3D. Thanks for joining us on CSBK TV. We'll see you in a few minutes.